All right, who am I here with today?
My name is Denny Finley. I'm the principal of Lakeside Junior Senior High School.
All right, Mr. Finley, why don't you tell the board members just a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in education?
This is my 23rd year in education, and might I say that it's a little different than the previous 22.
All right, well, as Shakespeare said, I think Shakespeare, heavy lies the crown. A lot of people don't understand the kind of stuff that principals have to deal with until they get there. And so I know being a principal during this time has got to be even more. I don't want to use negative words, but it's got to be inventive, I guess. You know what I mean? So we're about halfway through the first 9 weeks. What is some of your impressions about how it's going, both at school and virtually?
Well, I'm a positive person, and so I like to look at the good things about the school year. And when we left last spring, there was a lot of uncertainty in the state of Louisiana and Webster Parish. Webster Parish, like most other parishes of the state, went to work and try to create a plan, and a lot of times didn't even know what direction that we needed to go in because we didn't know what the future held. And but looking back on it, I think Webster Parish put a good plan together, and I think a lot of great things have come out of the COVID pandemic. Let's take, for example, every kid having a Chromebook now.
Right.
And every teacher having a Google Classroom. And many of our teachers in Webster Parish being Google certified. The way I do announcements every morning now.
Right.
I do it through our Google Classroom where the kids can actually see me versus getting on the intercom system.
Right.
I can meet with my teachers through the Google Classroom. So I think if it were not for the COVID-19 pandemic, we might still be doing things like we've done it,
right,
for the last 20 plus years. Right.
But
we've got out of our comfort zone, and I think that we're reaching kids in a totally different way now.
Good.
Now also, we're reaching a lot more parents than we've ever reached before through the Virtual Friday, which is we're getting a lot of great results because they're pushing their own kids more because they're finding out things from the teachers, and they're understanding our procedures a lot more.
Right. And I know, some teachers are like posting videos, like their lessons, even though you may have a class that's not virtual. Some teachers are recording that and posting it. I know Mr. Kamak does that, and it can help the parents understand what the kids are doing. So yeah, I mean it's a win-win if you ask me, and I know you agree.
I think it's a game changer because now when we have ball teams that go out of town to play ball games in the future, or we have field trips that we plan where students will be out for several days, there's no reason for the student to miss an assignment because they all have Chromebooks and they can be working while they're away on the trip.
Right.
And if a teacher's out, they're teaching. It doesn't matter where they're at. They're still teaching.
Is there anything in particular that's positive you wanted to share as far as this process goes? Any successes or anything you want to highlight?
There are many successes, and we have many students that are thriving on the Tech Connect program. One student does come to mind. We have one student that he's never been a bad student, but he's extremely shy, and he kind of just stays to himself, and a lot of times it makes it difficult in the regular brick and mortar setting for him to be comfortable.
Right.
But his plans are to go in the military after graduation. But he did enroll in the Tech Connect program, and he's thriving.
Great. All right. Well, Mr. Finley, I didn't have anything else to ask you. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
Well, I want to just say how much I appreciate the staff here at Lakeside because there have been some issues. We're having to send kids home because we're following the CDC guidelines, and we're having to send students home And we've had, at one time, we had, I think, 8 teachers that were actually in quarantine, and due to us following the CDC guidelines. And the teachers at Lakeside just rallied together and put the students ahead of themselves and filled in those slots, and we never missed a beat.
Right. Well, Mr. Finley, I appreciate it. And seeing as how you're the principal of Lakeside, I have one more question to ask. Sorry, I forgot about this one. What day is it?
Mr. Beaver, it is a great day to be a Warrior.
Thank you, Mr. Finley.